Hello, welcome to the Trews Comments Edition. Subscribe to Trews here. Trews, as you know, is True News. The Comments Edition is where you, the people that watch Trews, get to communicate with me, the bloke what does it. What a great idea by us. Tanzil Jat says, Russell, I'm 16 and Muslim in Australia. My whole school is filled with Sean Hannity and Bill O'Reillys. At one point, I almost considered converting because of them. What I'm trying to say is, how do I deal with them? Is it worth the argument? Tanzil Jat, I'm glad you've contacted me. I suppose, what are you going to do? What do you mean? They're being a bit racist against you, are they, Tanzil? Well, look, I don't know what it's like to be a young Muslim lad at a school full of Sean Hannitys and Bill O'Reillys. That must be really difficult. I do know what it's like, though, to when you're at school feel like an outcast and an outsider for other reasons. And what comforts me now is I don't have to go no more and everything's all right once you're older. That kind of thing is like an incubator for making you a little bit more solid. Try and be loving and tolerant towards others, because what value does our tolerance have if we can't tolerate the intolerance of others? Good luck, mate. Also try and make connections outside of that school. Be patient. Wisdom is coming. Truth is coming. There is a community, a brotherhood worldwide of people, and I don't just mean in the Muslim fraternity, ready to reach out their hand. Lomaxian goes, the ongoing debate of how society should be governed seems to go round and round in circles. There's left-wing liberals and right-wing conservatives, socialists and capitalists, dictatorships and democracies. It's always a polarised battle, and time again, these ideas fail, or are failing now. The thought that's stirring in my mind at the moment is none of these ideas work. Whatever side of the fence you're on, it seems your chosen philosophy is fraught. Well, Lomaxian, I agree with you. That's why in my forthcoming book, Revolution, I talk about communities that govern themselves, collectivism and anarcho-syndicalism. Find how you want your community governed, govern it yourselves, govern your workplaces yourselves. Where possible, devolve power, do not concentrate power, whether with a left-wing ideology or a right-wing ideology. People coming together to run their own lives is always going to be the solution. The closer you are as an individual to power and autonomy over your own life, the better it will be. Curly Joe 666. Feel like I've communicated with Curly Joe 666 before, Gal. Seems like a name that I recognise. One of my organic, look, I'm like a nan. This is how a nan does it.
Oh, yeah, I don't know, Russ. I'm trying my best, boy, but well, sometimes, yeah. What's that?
That's how a nan does it. One of my organic chemistry lecturers gave me the best piece of advice that more people should take to heart. If you ask stupid questions, you get stupid answers. What questions were you asking in organic chemistry? Sir, if I put this carrot in this yogurt, am I the best boy in the world? No, you're not, Curly Joe 666. You're wasting valuable time. Hence, if you take any anarchy-based system of your choosing and attempt to analyse its worth in GDP per capita, annual growth rates, export, import, balance, etc., i.e. the tools of measuring capitalist success, then of course it will not be better. However, if you reframe the analysis to include broader measures such as personal happiness, freedom from oppression, and sustainable human relations, then anarchy wins without even trying. Great argument there for Curly Joe was making for anarchism. You're quite right. The very systems that we have to measure success, growth, the way that our financial markets work, our international trade agreements, they're all busted tools, and until we discard them, it will be difficult to reassert successful systems. Thank you for that comment. Andrea Ocampo goes, Russell, you talk a lot about the various aspects of society and the world that are troubling and need to change. My question is, if you had power to change just one thing about your community, be it local or global, what would you change? Essentially, what in your eyes is the closest to the root of today's problems? Because obviously there is no one root that causes everything else. That would be far too simplistic. What would have the most profound effect on us? I think it's moving spirituality to the core of our lives, taking economics out of the heart of our lives. Economics and distribution, these are pragmatic tools that have to serve a spiritual idea, and I'd say that's spirituality, but simply is be kind, be connected to one another. Let the light shine on you. Oh God. Siobhan Johnson, hello Russell and anyone else interested. It's not just me, you know, I don't just do this for myself, I won't put it on the internet. It seems highly unjustified how much they all get paid. Oh, I know you're a big fan of football, so am I, but please hear me out. It seems highly unjustified how much they get paid, almost ridiculous amounts of money that could be better spent. I like football, as I said, but I do think they manipulate the whole thing to keep us distracted into their fundamentalist sociology. Does anyone else think we should ask players to reconsider their wages? Why footballers? I mean, there's loads of people earning loads and loads of money. I mean, it is a bit mad how much they get paid, but it's one of the few areas where working class people can rise up and earn ludicrous wages. Now, I agree with you, like, you know, there needs to be equality across the economic spectrum. But who else do you want to have it? The board of directors, Sky TV. You're right. in a post-revolutionary world, there is no room for such a exorbitant inequality. Probably there'll always be hierarchies, probably there'll always be a little bit of imbalance. That seems to be the way that mammals tribalise, but yeah, it does seem a bit much, mate. Peter Graciano. How do you think other news sources view you as a reporter? Do you think they respect you? Does it even matter what those sheep think or say? I don't know what they must think of me. I mean, when we done that thing about the Carpenter estate, the Focus E15 mums, I thought, hello me, I thought in my mind. And I thought, we're doing proper news here, because we went down, we met people, we interviewed, we presented an argument, all that kind of thing. And I thought, oh, this could be like, this is like proper news. But really, I don't care what they think, because as one of the earlier comments indicated, the structures and parameters around us, I think, are bogus. Like, so what is, you know, good news? What is good reporting? What I'd prefer it if the news spoke a bit more normal. All right, it's 9 o'clock, snooze now. All right, bloody, that's still going on in the Middle East. Every day I have to come in and say it, but now ISIS, they've lopped off someone else's nut. America's going to bomb them more. It's getting worse and worse. I just don't know what to do. Anyway, the weather, well, it's raining, isn't it? Russell, when you do Trews in your car, are you actually going anywhere, or is it just to convey a more varied visual quality to your videos? Yeah, I'm going somewhere. Don't just drive around like I'm my own baby trying to get me off to sleep at night. I'm going to places, aren't I? Driving around to convey a visual sense. Mind you, look at this. Didn't. Now for a stunt. No more stunts, how silly. Gavin Shields. Hi Russell, in this video you mentioned David Graeber. I've just finished reading his book, Debt, the First 5,000 Years, which proposes that debt has been a major cause of poverty and violence throughout history, and that it has been used by the wealthy and the powerful elite to enslave and impoverish others. As I was reading it, I was often reminded of some of the topics you've covered in your videos. Have you ever read the book? Of course not, I'm too lazy. If not, I'd highly recommend it. I know I should read it. Even though I studied economics at uni, the book was tough going at times. I ain't done university, but I'm glad I persevered. The book and your videos have inspired me to set up a new tech company with the aim of making it easier for people to save rather than get into debt. Thanks for the thought-provoking videos. Brilliant, we've actually done something positive. David Graeber is a very inspirational person. Learn more about him and then tell us it so that we don't have to do it. Andrew Saville, didn't your hair used to be huge? What was with that? Well, I think it was just like I wanted to look cool, and I thought that looked cool, so I did it. Jim121, hey Russell, how has your waking up affected your personal and professional goals? It's ruined them. That's how, because now I've just got to do this all of the time. That is the truth. As you become awakened, you need to look for different systems while still living in the current system. It's complicated and you will at times be compromised and accused of hypocrisy, because we've still got to live in the environment, the aquarium of modern capitalism, but we can try to change it. We can try to change it brick by brick, breath by breath. We can change the world together. That is the truth. Trews is the news. If the news was true, that was some truth. Subscribe.
Is a tool that is abused to fool you and to leave you scared and confused. Trews is like the news. If the news was true, I want some Trews. Let's have some Trews.